Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive.
Yeah.
Today, we're diving deep into the world of rugby.
Right.
More specifically,
Oh, yeah.
the future of Springboks,
Oh.
fly half,
Uh-huh.
Handre Pollard.
Oh, yeah. Big name.
Yeah, a two-time World Cup winner.
Yes, he is.
I mean,
Great. Big player.
big shoes.
Yep.
But his contract with Leicester Tigers is ending, and there's a lot of rumors swirling around
There is, yeah.
about where he might end up.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be taking a look at a great article from Rugby Pass called Handre Pollard. I do not know yet what I'm doing or where I'm going.
I like it.
It's a good one.
Straight from the horse's mouth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we're just going to kind of get in there and see what we can uncover about what's next for Handre Pollard.
All right, let's do it.
So the article opens with Pollard saying,
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. I do not know yet what I'm doing or where I'm going.
Interesting quote.
It is.
Pretty interesting quote for
You would think.
a player of his.
That a player of his stature would have it a little bit more figured out.
You'd think so, yeah. Especially at this point in his career.
Right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's a lot up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
One of the rumors going around is a potential move to Japan.
Japan, okay.
To play for Suntory. Sungoliath.
Sungoliath.
Now, that would be interesting.
Oh, that's a big one.
Because he would join forces with Cheslin Kolbe.
It would.
Another Springbok.
Another Springbok.
I mean,
what
do you think about that pairing?
I mean, two World Cup winners.
Yeah.
On the same team.
Mm-hmm.
In the same back line. I mean, that would be a massive boost for Suntory.
Right.
Huge boost, I think.
Especially because of Pollard's tactical kicking.
Oh, yeah.
He's got so much experience.
Mm-hmm.
And then you pair that with Kolbe's speed.
Yeah. His footwork, his unpredictability. I mean, how do you defend against that?
It would be a nightmare.
It would be an absolute nightmare for opposing teams.
Yeah.
So I think...
But this wouldn't be Pollard's first time in Japan.
Oh, that's right.
Remember he played for the Red Hurricanes?
The Red Hurricanes, that's right. Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's totally unfamiliar.
Not unfamiliar territory, no.
With the country.
Yeah.
Or the style of play.
Right.
But the thing is, Leicester is maybe trying to cover their bases a little bit.
Oh.
The article mentions that they're kind of eyeing up Welsh fly half Sam Costello.
Interesting.
As a potential replacement.
Okay.
Do you think that's like a sign that they're kind of...
Yeah, is that a sign that they are...
Preparing
for Pollard to leave?
To lose him.
Possibly. I mean, they could be bringing in Costello. He's a talented young player.
Yeah.
That could soften the blow if Pollard decides to leave.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to have both of them.
Yeah, what if they keep them both?
Imagine the depth.
Oh, my goodness.
At fly half if they had both.
That's a good point.
But, it does make you wonder, are Leicester confident?
Yeah, are they really confident?
That they can keep Pollard?
Especially because Japanese clubs, they've got a lot of money to throw around.
Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah. Right. The financial muscle is definitely there in Japan.
And then, on top of that, you got to think about, the Springboks.
Mm-hmm.
What would his departure?
Especially with the World Cup coming up.
Especially with the World Cup.
Yeah. I mean, Pollard has been instrumental.
So key.
To their recent successes. Yeah. His experience, his leadership. Mm-hmm. I mean, that would be sorely missed by the Springboks.
It would.
I think if he left, they'd really have to rethink their whole game plan.
They would. You'd have to find somebody.
But maybe, this is an opportunity for a younger player to step up and make their mark.
Right. It's like with any team.
Yeah.
When somebody leaves, it creates a void, but it also creates an opportunity.
An opportunity, exactly.
So we've got the potential Japan move.
Yeah.
We've got Leicester maybe looking for a replacement.
Mm-hmm.
And the Springboks potentially needing to fill a huge void.
Yeah.
But amidst all of this uncertainty,
mm-hmm.
Pollard says he's happy at Leicester and just wants to enjoy the rest of the season.
Interesting.
What do you think about that?
Is he just deflecting pressure, or is he genuinely content in the moment?
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough to say for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe it's a bit of both.
Right.
Top athletes.
They are good at compartmentalizing.
They're incredibly good at compartmentalizing. They focus on the game at hand and let their agents handle the business side of things.
Right.
But it's clear from the article that he really enjoys playing for Leicester.
Yeah.
And that he seems to thrive under Coach Michael Chica.
Right.
For a fly half especially.
Yeah.
That feeling of comfort and support within the team structure.
Totally.
It's crucial for good decision-making on the field.
Yeah, because they're kind of the field general.
They are, yeah. They have to make those split-second decisions.
Yeah.
And if they don't feel comfortable or supported, I mean, it can really affect their game.
Totally.
Yeah.
So, and I think he's got a big match coming up too, right?
He does, yeah.
Didn't the article mention him facing off against some of his Springbok teammates?
Yeah, a sort of Springboks reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah, the upcoming Investec Champions Cup match.
Against the Sharks?
Against the Sharks.
Yeah. That's going to be something to watch.
Oh, absolutely.
He's going to be up against guys like
Ibn Etzebeth, Asaya Khaleesi, Second Station,
Oxen Che. Yeah.
I mean, it's basically a Springboks reunion.
It is.
But with much higher stakes.
Yeah.
This is the top club competition in Europe, you know, similar to the Champions League in football.
Yeah.
So
it's a big deal.
It is a very big deal. Yeah.
So even with all the uncertainty around his future, you know, he still has these really exciting challenges.
Exactly. And he seems to be embracing that.
Yeah.
You know, there's a quote in the article where he says, I'm really enjoying playing, and all the boys, everyone is enjoying it.
Yeah.
We have to play hard and be on it every week. But the enjoyment element of it is so important in a rugby group in a long season like we have these days.
Right.
And I think that says a lot about his mindset and his leadership within the team.
Yeah. And I think it also speaks to, you know, the mental aspect.
Absolutely. The mental side.
Professional sports.
Like professional sports often gets overlooked.
Right.
You know.
We focus so much on the physical.
Yeah. But these athletes, you know.
Right.
Even at the highest level.
They're human.
They're still human. They experience the same pressures and uncertainties that we all do.
Right.
And finding joy in the midst of that is absolutely essential.
It is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do you think? Do you think that ultimately it's going to be the joy and the team chemistry?
Yeah, will he prioritize that over everything else? Or will the allure of a massive K-Day in Japan be too tempting to resist?
Yeah.
You know? Or maybe he values the prestige of European rugby and he wants to stay at Leicester.
Right.
Or maybe even move to another
top club.
European club.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
It is.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to weigh most heavily on his decision?
I don't know.
It's a tough one.
It really is.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you've got to think about
the Springboks.
The Springboks.
Yeah.
If he moves to Japan, you know, will he still be in contention for the World Cup squad? Will they be able to adapt their style of play without their star fly half?
It's a lot of questions.
There are so many ripple effects to consider.
So many possibilities. So we covered a lot of ground today.
We did.
From his uncertain future to his potential moves, his impressive career, and his focus on enjoying the game.
Amidst all the craziness.
Amidst it all. Yeah. We explored the potential impact on his clubs and the national team. And we considered the factors that might influence his decision.
Yeah.
But what do you think?
What stands out most to you?
What stood out the most to you?
You know, I think what fascinates me most is the contrast between the business of rugby and the pure love of the game.
Right.
You know, we see these high-stakes contract negotiations and the strategic maneuvering of clubs.
Yeah.
But then we hear Pollard talk about the simple joy.
The joy,
playing with his teammates.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that at its heart, rugby is still a game.
And that's a beautiful note to end on.
Yeah.
So we've given you the facts. We've given you the analysis.
Yeah.
What do you all think?
Yeah. What do you think Handre Pollard will do next?
Where will he end up?
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
But it's going to be an interesting journey.
It's sure to be interesting.
I can't wait to find out.
Me neither.